Öncelikle kabul ettiğiniz için çok teşekkür ederim. Ya bu proje.
First of all, thank you so much for agreeing to be filmed regarding your experiences as an undocumented migrant. You have mentioned that you have been in UK for 9 years. Can you tell me about how you came to be working as a mechanic for your cousin's business? Can you please talk about your job and working arrangements?
The truth is, I had never imagined to do this job before coming to this country. I didn't know that this country has very hard life conditions. I was very optimistic. I imagined quite differently. I thought I could have much better life here, maybe much better job. England is an European country, so I used to think life standards would be much higher. I came here with the hope of working 8 hours a day. I had never imagined that I would go through such difficulties. First few years I had gone through many difficulties.
What was your first job when you first came here?
Here, my cousin's auto mechanic shop. I started to work here, which continued with very low amount of money for a couple of years. The money was only enough for my living. I couldn't make any savings or send money to my family back in Turkey.
Then how your work conditions have changed?
I learned the job in time. I became more professional, so my cousin increased my wage. He also built a small studio flat above this business. I stay over there. I don't pay for rent.
Can you talk about the advantages or disadvantages for working your cousin?
It has both advantages and disadvantages. As he is my relative, from time to time he ignores some of my mistakes at work. The disadvantage is you need to take more responsibilities. Because he's your cousin, you cannot see him as a foreign boss. You look after the shop as if it is your shop. I need to think about the business like my business. This is a disadvantage, I think. You have more responsibilities, so you work much harder.
Are you being discriminated due to your status?
Of course I do. I feel myself like an inferior person. The treatments or approaches towards me make me feel like that. It's not just at workplaces, but within our community too. I can feel that because I'm not documented, people have a pity on me. I don't like their merciful glances at me. I don't want to be deplored by others. I've been here for 10 years. I cannot get out of this country. I cannot see my family back in Turkey. I feel that they lost their confidence or trust to me.
What do you usually spend your time when you're not working?
I have one day off. I usually spend the off day by taking a rest. I become very exhausted at the end of the week.
Do you wander around or visit some other places like central London?
No, I don't feel I belong to any other places apart from North London. Maybe this is because of my status. I do not get out of Turkish neighborhood. Unfortunately, I could not get out of this circle. I usually stay in my room and have a rest on my off days. I don't think I have a social life.
How your status affects your daily life then?
I feel like I'm imprisoned. I was not like that in the first few years. I was hopeful and optimistic. So I was a more outgoing person. In time, I have become very inactive in my social life. My mood, my psychology has been influenced by being undocumented for 10 years. I don't see my family. My longing towards them gets much bigger every day. After working in hard conditions all these years, I feel it's not going anywhere. Now I work very hard, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm an illegal in this country. As if the control of my life is not in my hand. I don't have any opportunities to make changes in my life. This drags me some sort of desperation.
What are your hopes for the future?
To be honest, I just let things go. I have struggled a lot to get the status, but it didn't happen. If I had the status, there would be many things to do. I would act in free mind. I would set up a business, I could get credit from the bank. Now I don't even have a bank account. In time, my hopes related to this country are getting consumed away.
I see. Thank you so much.